Transform humble leeks and soft potatoes into a silk-textured Vichyssoise by mastering important foundation techniques. Many potato and leek soup recipes leave you with a bowl of watery, bland disappointment. Stop settling. It isn't fancy ingredients that make a silky smooth soup. It is technique. Learn these simple techniques, like how to clean leeks, and you will learn how to make a leek soup that rivals a restaurant, whether served hot or chilled. Hi friend, come on in. To get started, I want to cut up 2 leeks. Leeks can be very sandy and dirty, so it is important to cut them in a way that opens them up for easy rinsing. I find cutting them in half the long way, then into half moons, allows the layers to open up and all the sand to get rinsed out. Rinsing can either be placing the leeks in a bowl, the heavier sand will fall to the bottom while the leeks float, or rinsing in a colander. It might take several rinses to get all the sand out. Peel and wash 2 potatoes. Washing helps remove any surface dirt and extra surface starch. Chop into medium-sized cubes and set aside. Don't go too big on the potato chunks or it will take a long time to soften the potatoes. In a sauce pot or Dutch oven, heat about 2 tablespoons of butter or schmaltz over medium plus heat. Once melted, add in your leeks and sauté until they begin to soften. This softened aromatic is providing a foundation for the soup. So it is important to use enough heat to sweat the leeks without browning them. While browning does make for great color and deeper roasted flavor, this soup isn't about color. This sweating in fat will help bring out and preserve the fat-soluble, delicate flavors and sweetness from the leeks that boiling alone wouldn't release. Once the leeks are soft, add the potatoes and continue cooking another few minutes, allowing the potatoes to begin to soften. Different potatoes have different starch levels, which means different mouthfeel for your soup. The potato isn't just an ingredient, it is the thickener. I am using a russet potato which has a high starch content acting as a natural creamy element. A Yukon Gold is a medium starch potato that gives a smooth mouthfeel as well. Lower starch potatoes like new potatoes or red bliss give a gritty texture and don't break down smoothly. Season with salt and pepper. It is important to layer in seasoning at every stage. This helps build the depth through the whole dish layer by layer. I also used onion powder and garlic powder. Other optional seasonings include dried thyme and dill for an extra pop of flavor. Add your garlic at this point as well. Garlic should get some gentle heat to begin the cooking process, but don't let it get too brown or it can take on a bitter taste. Allow the spices to bloom in the heat to open up their flavors before adding in about 3 to 4 cups of chicken stock. The importance of adding salt comes through here. Skipping it means the potatoes will not absorb flavor through the entire piece. Bring this to a gentle simmer and simmer on low until the potatoes are fork tender, meaning when pierced with a fork, they fall off the tines and there is no resistance. Gently simmering cooks the potatoes slowly and gently, hydrating the potato starches evenly through the whole potato. Puree the soup either with an immersion blender or a blender. Be mindful of blending hot liquids as they can splatter and cause burns. Blend until there are no lumps and the soup is smooth. A well-cooked and seasoned potato here will help create that silky smooth texture and flavor. If you are using a high-starch potato like a russet, avoid over-processing the potatoes as they can take on a gummy texture. The soup can be seasoned and enjoyed just as is. To lean into that creaminess even more, add in about 1 cup of cream or half and half. Stir that in over low heat to prevent the cream from breaking. Taste and adjust the seasoning by adding in more salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, thyme, or dill. I am using white pepper here, which is generally recommended when making white soups or sauces to keep them looking smooth. but black pepper works just as well. Once your seasonings are adjusted, the soup can be served hot as a potato and leek soup or chilled as a Vichyssoise. Garnish with chives to add a little brightness to the soup if you have them. Otherwise, a small splash of lemon juice also helps brighten up the flavors. The well-cooked potatoes give this soup an unctuous texture, while the leeks provide a deep natural sweetness. Served hot or cold, and made with just a few humble ingredients, this is a year-round soup with year-round appeal. And it is the techniques that make it go from humble beginnings to gourmet soup.